We always had people. We didn't open till 9 o'clock, and we were open until 5 o'clock every day. But the credit union was a place where everybody could go in there. So, or the snack bar, credit union and the snack bar. So we were constantly uh, inundated with people just come in to visit or draw out a little money for their lunch or apply for a loan. So we were everybody visited the credit union. So I got there as early as I could that morning, and I'd had all my cruise pictures from my vacation the week before. I had them all put in there, and I was going to share all those with these gals when we met that morning. So we didn't get started on this meeting until about 8:20 that morning, and I would turn around and look at my computer screen at the next item that we were to discuss, and I'd rear back in my chair and let them chat about, well, who's going to copy this, who's going to do this, get this ready for the banking department so they could hurry with their audit. I just turned around in my chair and kind of reared back and was getting ready to discuss the next item that I'd mentioned when the bomb went off. And it was it had to be longer, but it was just like seconds. And all the girls that was in the office with me had disappeared, and I thought they had ran out and left me alone. And I started hollering, "Where are you guys? Where are you guys?" And then realization set in somewhat, and I realized that I don't know where they are. They're gone. And eventually I found out that when the bomb went up and everything started coming down, that the 7 floors up above us had took them down into what was eventually known as the pit. There was just an eerie silence that fell over that whole scene when the papers were still fluttering and but when the glass and stuff stopped, and there was glass found on buildings, blocks away and all everywhere. But this eerie silence was something, and I I had been thrown on the floor and packed in to my spot uh, with stuff packed around me. There, I found out later that there was only like 18 inches of the exterior wall that did not break away, which kind of helped me there. But my desk was sitting just at an angle, right ready to topple over into this hole that the bomb had made where all my employees had landed. My first thoughts actually was it probably had to be a gas explosion of some kind. And then later on they started saying bomb, and that was pretty shocking. But my first, I've been asked this by quite a few people, well, what was your first thought when you saw this stuff going up in the whole building blowing up before you? And my answer to that was, I always hated movies where they blow up perfectly good buildings and bridges, and there's so much of that now in the movies, and I don't like that, never did. And my first thought literally was, oh my gosh, this is like a bad movie. I've got to get up and get out of here. I'm asked that a lot. Were you angry? Did you get mad? And my answer has always been, I did not let myself get angry, because they would have only hurt Florence if I got angry. It caused a lot of changes in my life. Um, I retired earlier than I anticipated. Uh, it it's never gone away. Those those 18 that I lost had worked for me 128 years total tenure. And so they were like my daughters, some of them, you know, and some of them had worked for me decades. And it hurts to see their families and to know that, you know, here I am having great grandbabies, and those families won't ever have that opportunity. So it did change my life a lot. I just say that the man upstairs wasn't through with me yet. And so here it has been 20 years, and at the time of the bombing, I was 59 years old, so you can do your own math. It let me live long enough to see my hair turn gray, and I have 3 great grandbabies, and do some things other than just my job. Never know when you're not going to come home from an ordinary day of work. And I usually close my remarks when I'm giving my story to people that my advice is, don't ever miss an opportunity to tell those you love them, because you don't ever know when you might not come home from that ordinary day.